The drive in the sport, I feel like it's not like any other sport. Honestly, like wrestling is like kind of my whole life. When I wake up, I think about wrestling. When I go to bed, I think about wrestling. I wrestle all year long, so it's just 24/7, all I think about is wrestling.
She has a lot of the qualities that you need in wrestling. She has strength, and she has that one-on-one combat experience.
I used to do like MMA, jiu-jitsu, like all those combat sports.
She won the 6th grade push-up competition. She beat everybody with just push-ups. I was the wrestling coach at the time at the school where she was at, and so we talked, and I saw her. I said, "You're Samantha Yap?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I see that you won the push-up competition." I said, "What else do you do?" She says, "Oh, I do karate." And so you put karate together with somebody who's physically strong, and they're used to that one-on-one combat type of competition, they're going to be a good wrestler. And as a result, she learns very quickly. In 7th and 8th grade, she actually won the city middle school championships with boys and girls.
She's the same every practice. She puts on her game face and she gets to practice and she does what coach says, and she basically like never loses. She is a role model to all the girls on the team, and everyone, even the guys, can say that she's definitely a role model. She's such a good friend to everybody. Like nobody can say anything bad about Sam.
Jasmine, get your one! Although women's wrestling is growing in the state of Connecticut, like people are still in shock whenever I say, yeah, I wrestle, yes, I'm on the guys team. There's always a bunch of questions. So you wrestle guys, so do you beat them? Do you wrestle on varsity? And yeah, so it's, for a lot of people, they're in shock.
She's very popular. Everyone at school is like, Sam Yap, the 2-time state champ. And when I say I wrestle, they're like, oh, you're the 2-time state champ. And I'm like, no, that's Sam.
I literally made her my poster child for wrestling. We made posters of her when she won the girls' state championship on the podium, and we plastered them all over the wall. And on the poster it says, "You too can be a champion."
Seeing all the girls in Connecticut.
It was all over the school, and as a result, people started letting me know that they were interested. We started getting more girls. That's how I got Jasmine on the team, because she saw the posters.
I like feeling empowered, and that's how I feel when I'm on the mat, because everybody's watching me, and it's like my job to win.
We're happy that girls are finally coming out for the team. We had 10 girls register for the team this year. 6 of them are actively on the team, whereas when Sam came out, it was just her and one other girl.
I didn't realize that it was a big accomplishment at first that there were 2 female captains. I don't know of any other schools that have 2 other female captains. Every time I see a girl wrestling when we go to tournaments, I go and I talk to her and I'm like, I hope you have a good match, and I'm here if you need me for whatever happens, and I'm cheering you on. And I always say girl power. And if you ask anybody on the team, when I go into the match, they say girl power for me, because that's something I say to all the other girls I see. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be wrestling, and because of her, I get better each day at practice. I put it all on her, because if it wasn't for her pushing me every day at practice and giving me tips on my matches on how to do things better, I wouldn't be anywhere.
That feels great. It's like to see that other people are looking up to me and like watching me.
It's the type of person she is. She makes everyone feel better about themselves.
On our auxiliary gym wall, we have a championship wall where we have like all the CAS-CIAC champions, all the double L champions, all the open champions. We haven't had an open champion in years until Sam came along. And so her name's now has been on that wall twice. Girls champion. She deserves to be on there because she works out harder than anybody in the team. She's dedicated to the sport. All the qualities you want in a person that is going to be a champion.
I like that people know my name, but it does get to be a lot sometimes due to the pressure, and sometimes I get like anxiety and really nervous, but I've learned over like last year especially to like not let that like bother me and just wrestle the way I usually do.
Girls state champion, Samantha Yap.
I know a lot of people want to beat me, but I'm going to try to get that 3-peat.